Dwayne, I keep wanting to say Dwayne Johnson. Sorry, Dwayne Haskins, quarterback for the Redskins, was in a strip club after the loss last week without a mask, and a picture was taken and shared with all the social medias. You see this dumb shit?
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? I mean, it just puts Alex Smith right back. I mean, is Alex Smith okay to play?
He might be.
Because weren't they kind of sharing?
No, Smith got hurt, but my point is, like, okay, is this story any less newsworthy if he's masked up at the strip club? Because I think it is.
It is less newsworthy, or it's still newsworthy?
Somewhat newsworthy, but not nearly the hubbub that you're getting now because he didn't have a mask on. He was getting bumping and grinding.
And I think it's because, also, let me interject, I think the Washington football team is like one of the few teams that has had not a single positive case. So if he's out there,
COVID.
Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, lots of things come through from the strip club, but he no COVID. So if he's out there gallivanting, with some working ladies, some gals trying to get it through college, and then he gets the COVID and brings it back, Is Alex Smith's leg is definitely a pre-existing condition for fucking COVID. Did you see that thing? Like, so I think it's just irresponsible. Come on, my dude. You're supposed to be a very important person to this awful fucking franchise. Come on.
Now, is this a franchised? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Is this a sanctioned strip club, or was this just some like after party that he was at? Because
is this an approved strip
well,
club?
I'm going to also tell you that any private strip club that an NFL or NFL quarterback goes to is better than any sanctioned strip club that we've ever been to. So let's just keep that in mind.
That's fair, and that's a fair point. And in all seriousness, we have friends whose businesses are dying because they're forcing them to shut their restaurant or bar down at 10 o'clock. And here's this guy out. Is the strip club an essential business? Is this place allowed to be open? And so he's there, okay, and of course he's making it rain. He's making single moms be able to send their kids to daycare when things are closed during the day since schools aren't open right now. But this goes back also to the Tom Cruise rant. Like, we're fucking putting people in a position to have a job. And you're out here, can't you just get like some COVID-free bitch to come over and squeeze her titties on your own time? Like, do you really have to go out and party with the whole gaggle of them? Or have the whole gaggle come over? Have little COVID swabs? I don't know. I'd like to have some more detailed information about the shenanigans that these women were into. If he COVID tested all the chicks, I got no qualms with the man squeezing on some titty. I have a problem with him partying after a loss. I'm actually more upset about that. You should be home groveling and studying your playbook. If you win, it's a little more acceptable, I think.
I can tell you here. So first of all, Alan, go ahead right after this. He was fined $40,000. I'll get to the bottom of whether or not this was sanctioned.
Sanctioned. I like how we're debating the validity of the strip club. No, I mean, yeah, he's Murr's right. He's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a better way. Like, you can't get the hose over the house. Like, you got to go to come on. Like, it just seems like a man in his position should be able to have ladies dance for him in his living room. You know what I mean? Why risk it? You know what I mean? I'm sure it's easier to buy, whatever liquor is, it's easier to get Douce in fucking cases and just have it delivered to your house instead of paying $500 a bottle. It seems imprudent at this time, economic strife, pandemic going on, overspending, and a disregard for public health, I think, is really the name of the game here. So, Dwayne Haskins, fuck you, sir.
So the plot thickens here. This was at his hotel suite. These were, in fact, professional dancers, but it was for his girlfriend's birthday party. His special lady friend.
I feel like we're all disqualified from having any further opinions on this because all of the parameters that you have just set in place, these are waters I'm unfamiliar with, right. Where my girlfriend wants to have professional strippers over to my $2,000 a night suite, I nothing. I'm sorry. I'm disqualified.
Yeah,
I'm unqualified and disqualified.
I think the mask would be the last thing on my mind. I think it'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? You want to, oh, you want me to make the phone call? Oh, all right, hold on. I'm not thinking about, all right, let me make sure I get my Under Armour around my ear here and put it over my face and nose.
I guess the real question is, were the ladies freelance? Were they just, were they 1099? Is really what I'm asking, or or do they run through an agency? Which presumably the agency would have guidelines. Got to wear a mask, got to Purell up. It's an awkward profession to need to take safety precautions in. But hey, if the OSHA does not care, the industry. So is all I'm saying.
I would argue that it's actually the least awkward to have safety precautions set in place.
Well,
that's the one where you should really be tested about everything all the time.
Well, yeah, reasonably, but in that setting, I think that kind of thing goes to the wayside often. So something to be mindful of. Maybe we don't know. Maybe they were vetted. They've been tested that for COVID. And maybe they were totally fine, and they run a tight ship at Madame whatever's ladies of the night.
I feel like we're somehow arguing to have prostitution legal just so we can. I want my bitches tested. I want my hoes COVID clean, baby.
Like
that shit regulated.
Like you said, I don't think we're in the tax bracket. We're not the upper class holes. So we don't really know what's happening. We don't really know what we would do in situations like these because we don't get ourselves in them.
Yeah,
so.
I've been to a bachelor party where a single stripper came to the hotel room, and I didn't see any photos of the ladies, and all there was a photo of him without a mask and some chick's back. I think I'm not exactly even sure about that. I'm just going to go out on a hunch that the woman that visited our bachelor party isn't of the same standard of what Dwayne Haskins had at is that. So yeah, again, we can't necessarily. This is apples to pears, literally, quite literally.
This might be apples to discarded apple cores. I believe is the comparison.